Hey everyone, it's me, Sunshine Mexico, and what you're seeing right now is me talking about a few things in regards to why you see my actual camera, and also me proving that I own Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, but I'm not playing my own copy on Dolphin. I don't have a way to dump my copy, but I do own it legally. I'm going to be putting a clearer picture of the fact that I do own Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life physically, my original GameCube disc, and also from way back when it released, and also the fact that I own a copy of Story of Seasons because I'm going to be playing Story of Seasons as well side by side. The plan is with this series is to play both Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life and Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life for the most part side by side, just so we can see a few of the differences as if it was just a normal playthrough, a very chill playthrough. The point of this series is one, to play one of my favorite Harvest Moon games ever. This is my number one. This is my top favorite Harvest Moon game. And on top of that, I want to treat this playthrough as sort of, you come over to a friend's place, or you go over to a friend's place and you're just there chilling, and you can have this up in the background. The point of this is to just experience a game with someone while you're just on your phone, or maybe you're doing your own thing, and it's just kind of there in the background. I don't care if people actually watch the video. You guys can have this in the background. It doesn't bother me. Any support I get, I appreciate. But I'm pretty sure I've already went through both the images of me owning Story of Seasons and where the box is located in my room for the special edition, and then also a picture of my physical copy of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, the original GameCube disc I got so long ago. On top of that, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to make my own separate update video talking about why you'll probably see a lot more IRL me compared to VTuber me. I already tweeted why, but I want to make a proper update video about it. So here is the rest of the video with a few edits here and there. I did have to get up and go around, so you might hear the audio cut or whatever, but I'll have text on the screen explaining what I did, just so you guys know. I try my best to be as open as honest. I've always said this when I first started, and the point is to still do that despite having to be online and postings and kind of play a little bit of a character. But the point of this is to try my hardest to be myself and just have a good time playing one of my favorite video games ever. So yeah, without further ado, here's the actual playthrough. Take it away past Sunshine, where he just plays the game. So again, thank you everyone. Here we go. Hey guys, I'm just making this quick video to put into the right after I put the audio thing, it's grayscale and all that stuff. I just want to show you my Harvest Moon collection real fast. It's very small. It's not, besides the special edition right there, it's very small, and so I'll be quick. So I remember talking about, this is my original copy of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, right? It's in here. I didn't think I had the second one, because I remember buying a second one at some point that actually reads, and it's actually in my GameCube. I did not know it was in there. I'm happy that it's in there, and it's actually still looking in pretty decent condition. And this in here is my copy of Animal Parade. So sadly, Okami and Animal Crossing in there, but that is my copy of Animal Parade. I got this around the time it came out. I got this back in like 2008 when I was living with my dad, because I did live with my dad at some point. I want to say it's around like 2009, 2010 is when I got it. I was in middle school at the time. I got this before that, and then this I got after Animal Parade, and this right here, I have two copies of this game. One is in here with all my 3DS stuff, and this is a new one I bought because I wanted to hold on to it, and I found a listing on Amazon that sold a brand new copy for no, it's a 10th anniversary of this game. And I was like, okay, it's $100, or it was really close. It was expensive. I don't have the login information to the Amazon account anymore because it wasn't mine. It was my mom's originally. Actually, I think it might be on my Amazon account. I have to check. But that being said, I bought this. I bought this when I had the money for it because I wanted to buy it. This is like my number 2, number 3. I forget what I said on the list in the video, but this is up there for me. I played so much of this, and I really enjoy. No, I think I said this was number 4. I love this one. It's really good, but I do love A Wonderful Life more. But I bought this one because I knew for a fact I wasn't able to get A Wonderful Life. Rogue Leader is really funny. It's Rogue Leader. I should probably print out A Wonderful Life and put it in here, like a print out like cover for A Wonderful Life and put it in there. But I bought this one because I knew I could get this one, and I liked this one enough because I thought my original copy that's in here was dying. Turns out it's not. I was just using an AR, an action replay, if you remember what that is, and that causes some weird glitching. But yeah, that's it. I just want to show you guys that. Thank you for watching the video, and here's the actual playthrough of me playing A Wonderful Life. And also, if anyone that's watching this video can guide me on how to dump saves from a memory card, because this is my original memory card, and also how to dump a disc, I would love that. I'll do some digging myself, but I don't know if I can find anything that will actually help try and get information off this, and also be able to dump a disc that's my own, so I can play my own copy. And I'll also look at my save. Also, I need to buy cables and stuff for this so I can play it. I also need to get a GameCube controller because I don't have one. Wait, doesn't Nintendo sell GameCube controllers at work? Anywho, here's the video. So, Sunshine, when you're editing this, cut to the proper camera and gameplay right here in a sec. Alright. I move myself into the corner because that's where I'm gonna be for this playthrough. I think I turned on widescreen hack. I don't recall though. This also might be very, very loud. I will fuck with the volume as it goes. I'll have to wait and see. So, without further ado, here we go. The widescreen hack is on. Great. For Marvelous Entertainment. So, this is my first Harvest Moon game I ever played. To give you a little bit of a history of my experience with this game. That's also stereo? The fuck? Hold on. The game is running. I can't fuck with audio. Other than lowering it slightly, which I will do. So, Harvest Moon Wonderful Life was the first Harvest Moon game I ever played. And it started when I was gifted it as a little kid. So I was gifted Harvest Moon Wonderful Life as a little kid. I want to say probably the year after it released, or if anything, the year of. I don't remember when it released. But I was playing, I was also gifted this and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I played more Sonic than this game because I was a kid and I didn't really want to read a bunch of stuff because this, at the time, a lot of reading. So I didn't want to bother. But as I got older, I decided to give it more of a shot, and I learned to really love this game. I really enjoy what it's about. It was, when I picked it up, to me, it was just like, this game is so different from any game I've played before that I fell in love with the genre pretty much right away. And anytime I could get Harvest Moon game with any money I had at the time, I would do it. People would say Harvest Moon Island of Happiness was probably one of the worst ones. It's probably the same with Sunshine Islands, just because the control scheme for Island of Happiness wasn't good. I love that one immensely as well. That's like number 4 in my favorites. If you want the top 5, is what I will say is number 1 is A Wonderful Life. Number 2 I'll probably say Friends of Mineral Town. Number 3 is Animal Parade. 4 is Island of Happiness, and 5 is Grand Bazaar. Oh, you know what? Put Grand Bazaar number 2, move Friends of Mineral Town to number 5. Because I did play quite a bit of Friends of Mineral Town, but I didn't get into it as much as I did Grand Bazaar, and also Island of Happiness, and also Animal Parade. So, yeah. I will be reading everything. And, again, as I said, I want this to be one of the chill playthroughs that I have on this YouTube channel, because this will be uploaded to YouTube. And I'm not here to be serious about this. I'm here to just, it's chill. If you want to treat this as an ASMR because of the way I talk, I don't think I have a voice for ASMR or anything like that. So be it. But I don't plan on being loud. I don't plan on making jokes. I'm here to chill. This is basically me turning a new leaf and having a wonderful life. Ha, there's the first joke. But let's get into it. He wasn't unhappy. but he didn't seem to have a direction in life. One day, I went to see him. I told him about the farm you left to him. Your son didn't seem to know much about farming, but he was willing to give it a try. So I brought him to Forget-Me-Not Valley. Your dad and I shared the same dream, you know? I bet he never told you, but I remember it all. This land you see here, your dad and I found it together. It has old but strong buildings and some fallow fields. So, I think it's your destiny. I think it's your destiny to take on this farm. I don't know how you're supposed to read that. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be here to help you out. Why don't I show you around? Alright. This is the barn. And this is where the cattle, sheep, and horse live. I'll show you the inside later. Next door is the tool shed. There's a tool shelf and a shelf and a few other things. That's where you store your tools. I put some tools you'll need on the tool shelf. I also put some seeds on the shelf. They're there to use. I'm gonna lower the volume here a bit. It seems to be pretty loud. Yes, I'll be figuring out a lot of this as I go. This is the food storage. Put dairy products in here to ship, and I'll take it to market in town on the following day. If you're quick enough, you can actually see him walk, grab the stuff, and leave. If there's something you want me to buy, just write it in the ledger. Okay. This is the chicken coop where the chickens live. That's probably gonna be something we get right away is chicken, so we can start getting eggs. Oh no, not the white screen hack is failing a little bit. I'll probably disable that on the next video, honestly. I'd have to restart everything and I don't want to. These dogs must be strays. Looks like these guys like you. Do you want to keep one? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? They're doggos. Long ears. We're not gonna be creative with a name. I'm gonna name him off my actual dog. Okay, now give him a name. Oh boy, I don't. Junior. The name is okay. Junior. I'll have to lower the volume a bit more. It is honestly kind of loud for me. And then we can up it here on OBS. That should be good. That should be good. Alright then, I'll find an owner for the other one. I'll build a doghouse for the little guy later. There's one quirk about this that I will talk about in a bit once we can actually play. Finally, this is your house. I fixed it up a little, but it's still not much. Oh, my house is... You can see my house on the other side of the food storage, which is that cabin, that log cabin on the top right. That's all you need for now. Once you get going, you can build up the place. Oh yeah, come here for a second. Ba, 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 ba. About your account to get you started. Put the feed in here, and she needs a name. I'm not good with names, so we're gonna go with this, with Binted. No, we call her Boat. We'll call her Boat, and when we milk her, we'll say she's getting binted. I'm sorry. I love Gigi Mern from Hololive English Justice. My Oshi Boko's binted. Okay, Boat. A good name for our first cow. Sure, Takakura. Sure, Takakura. It's already been about 10 days since she gave birth, so you can milk her. She's healthy, so twice a day is good. Look at her. She's adorable. Look at her. She's so cute. Yeah. I love Boat. Boat. That's about it. Oh, yeah. You have to think of a name for this farm. Well, what it'll be? I already have a name for farms and like stuff, like locations get the name. I always go with Runa, if that's even how it's supposed to like write it out. But nope. We're missing one single letter. Runa. There's a silent Y. Runa Farm, eh? Sounds good enough to me. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you about the people who live around here. Yep. I'm not so sociable, but let me introduce you to them. We're not being introduced to everyone yet. We are. Yeah, we are. I did not think we're going to do that all in one go. There's Tim, who runs the Inner Inn, his wife Ruby, and their son Rock. How should I introduce you? We're going to go with Sunshine. Or Sunny. I think Sunny might be what fits here. Sun. S-H-I-N. Yeah, so we're going to go with Sunny. I did just get audio from my mother, so... Edit. We're back. Okay, I had to go downstairs and put a diaper on my dog. He likes to piss where he shouldn't. So... yeah, my mom was like, hey, put a diaper on him and then mop. And then when I went down there and put a diaper on him, I looked, I was like, oh, he didn't pee. They just kind of splashed the water from the water bowl all over the area where they drink water, so. I'm not mopping, it's just water. But okay, we're going to go with Sunny because we cannot get Sunshine to fit. Sunny, got it. And there's a girl staying here named Nami too. Nami too. Is Gallon and his wife Nina. This is Chris. This is Wally and his son Hugh. Griffin runs the blue bar where Muffy works. Otherwise known as Molly. I think it's Molly in the remake. Ramona lives in the villa with her granddaughter Lumina. And this is their butler, Sebastian. Lumina, in the PS2 Special Edition version of this game, is a marriage candidate. She is not on the version we're playing because it's the GameCube version, which is the version I played as a kid. It's also the version I own, as I showed earlier. Avesta runs a farm like yours. Over there is Vesta's younger brother, Marlon. Celia helps out with the farm work here. This is where you can buy seeds. We've zoomed in on every marriage candidate, by the way. Nami living in the upstairs of the hotel, and she barely comes out. They zoom in on her room. With Muffy, they zoom in on her, and Celia, they also zoomed in on her, if you noticed. People live over there too. There are twins who make fireworks, an artist, a guy who does experiments all day, and someone who plays guitar. They're all weird, I say. They're all quirky. Ned Tent is a scholar who lives with his assistant. They like each other, I think. They're digging something up. Hmm. That's about it. You must be tired by now. Take it easy and rest. Just ask me if there's anything you don't understand. See ya. Huh? A harbor sprite? I've never seen before. There's gonna be a lot of things I'm gonna read awkwardly just because I pause. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Are any other harbor sprites besides us? Who is it? Who is it? Now that I think of it. So who is it? Sunny? That's it. The harbor sprite named Sunny. Oh, I see. I'm Nick. Nice to meet you. My name is Nick. Nice, pleased to meet you. I'm Flack. Pleased to meet you. Where's my AI 4K upscaled graphics? A few days later. Okay, so the quirk I want to talk about is after this. Hold on. As you always wished, he started working on the farm with me. The beginning. I'm immediately going to go to the calendar. I want to say when you first start this game, it's on spring 1, but it also says a few days later. So does that mean we were in winter when it was happening? I think it does mean that you came in during the winter and the spring. But it to me, I'm pretty sure winter looks pretty snowy at the end. We'll figure this out once we hit winter, but we only have about 10 more minutes, give or take 15 more minutes of gameplay before I have to call it there. But this is Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. We have a milker, we have a TV. Up is the weather. It'll get cloudy today. Farming news, won't read that. Greg's fishing diary, we'll barely read that. And horoscope. This kind of matters a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure what it actually affects. Right here is where you can status book. You can look at everything you have. Reno Farm, Sunny. This is all the things we currently got. And there's a bunch of stuff. Livestock, poultry, pet, which is Junior. Right here is trash. If you're holding an item, yeah, you can put it in there. This is where you can cook. You can make a soup or salad, and you can choose ingredients to make those things. But it has to be the actual ingredients so that you can't just grab 3 things and make it. It'll be a failed dish. So we're going to quit the cooking here. Right here is a small cabinet. Right here is Takakura's notes. This will give us tutorials, essentially. Configure right here, sound stereo control rumble on. We'll do rumble on. I have the rumble working on my controller. My controller right here. We're gonna go stereo just because the stereo effect I'm fine with. I like it. And right here is Breeze. It gets so quiet. As you can see right here, this is the widescreen hack going into effect. I will be disabling that. We'll have the 4:3 aspect ratio. Probably also look into some fixes. So when you press Z, which to me Z is bumped, it's attached to right bumper, you get to look around. Like actually look around. And this is one of my favorite things to have done back in the day because you can visibly see things moving. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to turn off that widescreen hack. I do not like how that looks. With everything kind of fading off to the side. Wrong button. I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna immediately... No, don't stop that. That was almost bad. We're gonna do 2 things real fast. I want to do a save state right now. And we're gonna stop. And then we're gonna have an edit right here. Edit. Did I, auto close graphics enhancements. Yep. Yep. And we're going to go ahead and do that one. And then we're going to go ahead and load this. Maybe that's not what I wanted to do, because I realized that's not... Hmm. It still does that, but if I do auto, it won't do it anymore. But then the widescreen hack... But what if I do stretch... Oh, God. Oh, God, that looks awful. Because it's not, like, stretched properly. I wonder if this... this is fine. No, but it still stretches it, though. That's the thing. Hmm. Oh, this is what I was always playing on then. So I was always... Okay. So we're gonna play like this. Hold on. We're back. This is what we're gonna play on. Yes, we lose a little bit of stuff around, but I'm fine with that personally. I think it's better that we do. Just because the widescreen hack, I don't like the stuff on the side disappearing. If there was a mod to fix that, I'd turn it on. But as far as I'm aware, there isn't. In the meantime, this is Junior. Goodbye, Junior. We're gonna go ahead and grab the mugworts. It has a strong scent. One thing I would always recommend to do every day is go to the places where the items spawn in that you can eat and forage those. Stamina is... I don't know if unique is the right word. It's different from what I feel like other games make it work. We're going to take out our small watering can. We're going to grab our heavy sickle. We're also going to grab our heavy hoe. We're going to put that away for now. One thing that can happen is dynamic weather. Like, it can rain for a portion of the day and then stop raining. So what you want to do is look at the news, because it should tell you what happens. Another thing to do is also take your cow out when it's sunny, pretty much at all times. If you're out and about, and it becomes sunny, go to your cow, take them out. And same with your goats as well, because there's a lot of animals. And also, I recommend, if you want to play this, to have a consistent schedule. Milk the cow first thing in the morning, and then about 6 p.m., 7 p.m., milk the cow again, just so you can get both the morning and the afternoon, because Takakura does say twice daily. And also, while your cow's out here, she will feed on the grass by herself, so you don't have to feed her. So as long as you have her out, you'll be fine. So really the play right here is to actually just kind of grab everything so you can just have it to sell. And we'll talk about that when it comes up. If I can remember to write that down, I'll probably write that down on my little whiteboard notes here. But I guess I can explain it now. But every second day, or is it third day? I think it's every third day and every ninth day. Honestly, more often than that, he could show up today if he truly wants to. Van, the traveling merchant, will show up and you can sell stuff to him. So if you just harvest a lot of this stuff, you can sell it to him for some quick money. You start off poor. I think how much money do we start off with? Wrong button. That's it's start. I thought it was one of the things. Okay, 3,000. It can get us some stuff, but it's also not a whole lot. One thing I will do right now is actually go to the ledger and see if we can buy a chicken. I don't know how much a chicken costs right now, but having a chicken would be really, really good because that's some more money compared to just milking. We can get more money through the eggs, and if an egg becomes fertilized, that's another chicken right there, and then another chicken, and then another chicken, and then another chicken. Just constant chickens. So we're gonna come over here real fast. Go to the ledger, which is on the left side. Sorry, apparently I'm stupid. It's not. Chicken is 900. I will say this now. I do not know what the gender icons are because I am a progressive bastard. Gen Gender icons. Male and female. Got it. The bottom one's female. So we're gonna get one other bird feed. We are gonna spend 1,050 for that. And then in terms of tools, a large watering can will probably be the best thing to get because that's going to be a lot of our time. So we're going to buy that. With the last 300 we have, I know we have tomato seeds. We are given tomato seeds to start off with. I will show you where they're at right now. You go into your tool shed. You go in and past the door to your right, there's a normal shed, a shelf, and there it is. There are two CDs. What I end up doing is I move Breeze out in the fall and put Quiet Winter on in the fall all the way through winter. The song you're currently listening to is Breeze. Breeze will stay on up until the last day of summer. Sorry. Also, you get 14 pages of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 14 pages of 5x5. So don't ever worry about inventory space. I do not think you'll run out of inventory space. But we'll talk to people as we meet them, depending on things I want to like work on. Um, but right now, I do want to talk to my boy over here, Marlon. Oh my God, he's breaking his neck. Who's there? Oh, the new guy. I help out here in the fields. I used to work for a big company in the city, but I had to quit because I got sick. So I came out here where the air is fresh. I'm Vesta's younger brother, and I help out on the farm. Didn't I tell you that already? So do you want to buy something today? Yes, I do actually. Okay, well pick what you want. So we have 2 tomato seeds already. We're gonna plant more tomato seeds. Okay. So 3, 10. So it'll be 240 Gs. Yes, we'll plant 10 tomatoes. Yes. And they spawn out of nowhere. He gives them to us. Thank you. Come back if you need anything else. And then we're going to work on foraging real quick before planting that stuff. And what I mean by foraging in Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life is very light. It's really not something that is like crazy compared to the other ones. To Animal Parade, Grand Bazaar, like foraging, while it's something you should do for stamina purposes, is not something that you need to do. There's not much to forage out there. Like in spring, the only thing you find is mugwort. We don't have a fishing rod yet because we can't buy one yet. We have to wait until we can buy one, though not too late. But really, what you got to do is walk towards the designated spawns for the mugwort, and then proceed to go from there. But I don't think I ever finished telling my history with this game. This was the very first Harvest Moon game I ever played. I know I said that already, and I got it on Christmas. I don't remember when, specifically the year, and I know for a fact I fell in love with it as I got older, more in like my preteen, teenager years. I played this a lot more. just because of the fact that I was more willing to put in the effort to understand what was going on at that time compared to when I was like 8 years old, where it's like I just want to play action game and I played action game, right? Um, the okay, I'm gonna say this now. The way to know if you're friends with someone is if they look at you when you're walking by. The fact that Nina already does that from day one means that she just loves us and she's like, hey, it's just another guy. He's nice and stuff like that. He does not care. Her husband does not care. Uh, he's like, this guy, he's here, I guess. But the fact that Nina from the first day is like, he's just a kid farming. I love that. That's cute as fuck. I believe that's also the case in the remake. I'm not too sure, but I believe that's also the case in the remake. This is he shows up every so often, so I'll talk to him right now. This is Hardy. I'm Dr. Hardy. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been Ramona's family doctor for quite some time, yet she's still as stubborn as ever when I tell her to take her medicine. He's a pretty chill character. I always thought it was weird because I always thought that he was wearing underwear, but that's just shorts. Mostly because like the older cartoons, like older Looney Tunes, like the underwear was always shown as like stripes or whatever. So I was like, that's underwear, but no, it's just shorts. Um, but yeah, the places I showed you earlier where I grabbed the mugwort, those are the only places where mugwort spawn. Two on the farm, one by the mountain path over there, and two over here, one by the fireworks and one right below the fireworks, and then one up in the Ramona's Manor. Uh, as far as more, I don't think there is one by the professor's area, so we don't have to go up there normally. I will show where things are as time comes, though. But right now, let's grab our hoe and let's get to planting. So we have 10 in total, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, okay. What is this by? 1, 2, 3. This is 5. Okay, we're gonna use this. 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we can go ahead and grab our seeds. We'll plant the seeds, then we'll water them. This also provides one of my favorite things that you get to see when you do this, when you're growing crops in this game. You notice it if you pay attention to the details. And in this game, to me, when I started noticing these details, I was like, oh my god, these are details I didn't notice when I originally played. And even like playthroughs before that, there were details I learned as time goes on. And I'm sure some people experience that now with the Harvest Moon games that they fell in love with. And yeah, I thought that was a really cool detail. So we're going to switch over to our watering can, which I don't think has any water in it. Yep, there are 0 squares left. So we're going to go ahead and fill it in here. We're already a little bit tired because we've done a lot of work already. So I will talk about stamina here in a sec. I'll pull up the guide for it just so I can get a full understanding to stamina. If you are an avid Harvest Moon Story of Seasons player, you'll know that there's been a prominent guide for Harvest Moon's Story of Seasons for years, and I mean years. Run by, I believe it's a girl. I believe it's a woman. I might be wrong, but I got support from them once. I'll talk about that in a bit here. I thought it was actually thinking about it. I was like, oh, that's cute because I was just a kid asking like, hey, why is this happening to me? It shouldn't be happening. But yeah, I'll talk about that here in a sec once we're inside the house because I will be reading about stamina. I'll pause and read about stamina and we'll get through it. But one of my favorite things is the time-based things. As your crops are growing, you will slowly see them sprout and then transform it into the plant. If you pay attention, you will notice that, and I love that. And one of my favorite things is the fact that it's overcast now. Like, The clouds are rolling in, like it's cloudy, like it's overcast. You might be asleep. Show. Hold on, let me talk to you. Oh, Boat is doing fine. Love you, Boat. You're a cutie patootie. Look at her, she's so cute. I wish they stuck with a bit more of the realism in the game, but they didn't. So, okay, so this is the map. As you can see, all the maps here. We have the villa, power technicians, artist house, scientist house, blue bar, inner inn, houses, poet's house, the farm, another farm. We have the spring, the ruin, and then we have Runa Farm, which is funnily enough, the center of everything. And then, oh yeah, the square up above is whatever you're holding. So if I put that there, I will end up holding that. And then we're going to eat that. So we're going to go inside and we're going to wait some time before we actually... milk Boat one more time and we call it a day, and that will be the end of the video. So I'm going to open up my browser over here, and what is it? It's fogu.com. The Ushino-tane website started by Cherube in 2000, so oh boy, to help players with questions regarding their Harvest Moon games. Originally a site covering just Harvest Moon 2 for Game Boy Color, it has expanded to cover 28 versions of the Harvest Moon game series, as well as the Story of Seasons game series. So let me read the actual description that the Fogu Cherube has written up here. Harvest Moon is a farming sim game with an underlining story that adds depth to break up the daily monotony of watering crops. In the games, players have the option of getting married, raising livestock and poultry animals, catching fish, and attending festivals to impress the local villagers. Harvest Moon Bokujou Monogatari was first published in Japan in 1996 by Pack-In Video, the company. After several mergers, it is currently known as Marvelous. In North America, the game published by Natsume Inc. in 1998. Natsume handled the English version up until Harvest Moon A New Beginning. In 2014, Marvelous announced that it will be using its North American localization branch, Xseed, Marvelous USA, to translate Bokujou Monogatari to English under its own title, Story of Seasons. Natsume still owns a Harvest Moon trademark and will continue to develop the series independently of Marvelous. Future Story of Seasons games would now be published by Marvelous and not Xseed, as Marv wants to increase its brand awareness in the Western markets. Outside North America, localization has been handled by Rising Star Games, Marvelous Europe, and Nintendo of Europe. So, there is the Story of Seasons of Wonderful Life, but we're going to go to the original Harvest Moon of Wonderful Life. Harvest Moon Home Sweet Home. Android and Apple devices, no DLC number here. Sorry, I have to look at that game. Screenshots of that game. I think it's the art style, and I think it's also based off of The Winds of Anthos, by the looks of it. There's a second mobile only Harvest. Yeah, it's a second. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're on Harvest Moon A Wonderful Life. We're going to go ahead and see if we can find stamina here. Interestingly enough, I'm not seeing stamina. There's screenshots here. Oh my god. What the fuck? Those are tiny. I mean, fair. Fair. Random events, fishing. Okay. I'm gonna have to look this AWL stamina. That's the Wonderful Life stamina. 1 year ago. So I played the original as a kid. I did not know you could do that. We're gonna do that right now. Apparently, you can make a soup. with just mugwort. That's a lie. That's failed cooking. We're throwing that away. Throw, throw, throw it away. Okay. What? If you cook all herbal soups each day and cook all your milk. Oh. Hmm. I see. Okay. Uh. So I guess maybe that's a. Maybe I'm stupid and I needed to use some milk, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Milk is gonna be our main money maker right now. But stamina has always been a weird thing for me in this game because I never understood how this game did its stamina system. That's not that big of a deal. We're gonna go ahead and unpause and we're gonna wait a minute here. Every minute is a second. Every minute IRL is an hour. So this game means a lot to me. It's a game that I grew up playing and I've played so much throughout my life, and that I can always go back and play and feel comfortable playing at it and at ease. This is a game that I love, and I know people have their strong opinions about it and reasons why they don't like it. And honestly, at first I was annoyed, like, how dare you think that way? But I get it. It's not for everyone, and I know the people that are gonna watch this were like, interesting that this is your favorite one. Always has. The first one I played. It's the one that got me to think about life very differently at a much younger age than what I feel like maybe I should have. But the way that the game goes with the whole marriage is kind of a thing you have to do. It's like, oh, you got to look after a kid. You also get a kid. You also have to, you get older and you have to influence your kid. It's like, what does your kid want to do, right? You can all these things that make the family life a bit more dynamic, and not just on top of that, but the way the village will change over time is something that I've also just adored. Hey, what's up? And I really adored that because it was just an interesting and different game than what I was ever used to at the time with Mario Sunshine, Sonic Advance, not Sonic Advance 2, but Sonic Adventure 2, right? We'll talk to him real quick. He's a quirky little guy, but this game just means so much to me, and I just want to share that with people, and I just want this to be the chillest of chills playthroughs. So, as I said in the beginning, this playthrough is going to be so chill to the point there's probably going to be moments where where I'm not going to say anything, right? Because I'm just playing the game, and I will just be talking out loud. My goal is to still read every text that pops up, but there's gonna be a probably point in times where I forget to do that because I want to treat this as just like you're coming along for the ride. As I said earlier, this is the sort of playthrough where you are watching and it feels like you're watching someone play next to you, right? And you're just kind of vibing like it's watching a TV show. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna do this, put a mugwort in there for Doggo, for Junior. He will eat that later. Um, that does happiness, and I like to make sure I can do that. We're gonna do one more thing real quick. We're gonna kill our mugwort here, and we're gonna use 2 milk. This is probably gonna be a failed dish. Yeah, I figured as much. That's fine. Also, I think the scientist guy's gone, so I can't talk to him anymore. Yeah, he left. But we're gonna go ahead and drop the stuff off at the ledger and then go from there. Or this. And there we go. If you're curious, okay, so right here is both the ledger. I forget that this is the ledger and also not the ledger. So this will show you what you did in a day, seasonal, and total. Also, the fact that that goes over is really funny. The shipping bin, the dairy shipping bin. So we're gonna sell 4 rank A milk. And remember, we have all these here ordered. So probably the second day we get the chicken, we'll get an egg. And then we have some food for storage. And then we have a light watering can because for right now, it's just going to be watering the plants, exploring, and then proceeding to go dig up some stuff over at the professor's place. But I will end the video. Where's the moon here? Is if it's here. No moon? Moon Knight be like, moon? Sorry. I don't plan on making too many jokes. Genuinely, I would like to just genuinely play this game. But if I do make choices because I'm like, this is kind of funny in the moment, I think. There it is. Look at that. You can see the moon moving, and I love that. So while that is going on, I will be ending this video here. I'm actually gonna go back. You'll see me go back as the video is ending, as I save, so we can have a hard save. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. I know this would be a different video uh, than most. A part of me is also thinking about maybe not restarting story seasons as well, but I would like to also play that one at the same time and kind of get to see the differences. So expect that to be recorded. Look at that, it's changing. The weather is actively changing, and that's cool. You know, thank you so much everyone for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and if you enjoy what you see, hell yeah. If not, no, I'm sorry. But I love this game. And I hope people that are here to watch this and want to just see opinions of a weird guy, then awesome, you're here, and I love that. See you guys around. I'm going to go ahead and head back and save, and I'm going to have a Harvest Moon song playing as we're doing this. So, edit. Actually, hold on. For the edit. For the proper editing thing.